thermodynamics. Thermo means, what is the meaning of thermo? Thermo is nothing but thermo means it is temperature. Thermo means temperature, and dynamics means movement. That is the movement of temperature. So thermodynamics basically deals with the movement of temperature, how the temperature is moving. Temperature movement means, in other words, we can say that it is nothing but it is energy movement also. Energy movement also means once the temperature is moving, it means energy also moves, because temperature is nothing but it is a part of the energy. Up since temperature is moving, so in thermodynamics we deal with all these, and since we have to calculate how it is changing, how the temperature is changing, so definitely we have to use some system. We have to analyze the things in a particular area. So what is that particular area? That particular area is nothing but it is known as system. So what is basically system? System क्या है? System, if we consider system, so system is nothing but it is a particular constrained area, or it is a fixed volume, or fixed volume or control mass. The control mass or fixed control volume, this basically depends on your how is the system, that is the open system or it is closed system. That we will deal in detail in later on. Now the system is basically that particular area where the analysis of the movement of temperature is being carried out. Apart from the system, the rest of the thing, like this thing, is nothing but it is known as surroundings. This is nothing but it is surrounding. And system and surrounding both constitute as a universe. So as we have already told, system plus surrounding both constitute a universe. So wherever the system and surrounding, we confine the system and surrounding, so it becomes a universe. System is demarcated with the help of some boundary line. That boundary line will be your imaginary line or real line. It should be your real line or imaginary line, depends. Means the system is basically demarcated by the surrounding with the help of some boundary line. This is your boundary line. जैसा कि अपन देख रहे हैं, this is your boundary line. So basically system is that portion where the analysis part is to be carried out, how the temperature is varying, how the energy is changing. And surrounding, apart from the system, what is the surrounding, how system is behaving with the surrounding, how system is interacting with the surrounding, and these two, system and surrounding, constitute the word which is known as universe. As we have told that universe constitutes system and surrounding. So system is that particular area where all the analysis part has to be done in thermodynamics. Now, and since thermodynamics is nothing but it is your temperature variation, how temperature is changing. So we have to analyze the temperature variation. Temperature variation is nothing but it is a part of the energy, as I have told. So we have to basically analyze the energy interaction, how the system is interacting with the surrounding in the form of energy. So energy basically of a particular system transfer, wherever we use the word energy transfer, what does it mean, energy transfer? Energy transfer is nothing but basically when the energy crosses a system boundary. This is my system and this is the boundary of the system, and this is, let us assume, this is your energy. So when the energy crosses the system boundary, this is system boundary, this is system boundary. So when the energy crosses the system boundary, so we say that energy is being transferred. So this transfer can take place from surrounding. This is your surrounding. I have told you कि apart from system, rest of the things are surrounding. So surrounding, so where the energy interaction takes place from surrounding to system or from system to surrounding, it doesn't matter. Or sometimes we also say that this is our one system, this is our second system, and energy interaction basically taking place in between the two systems. So it might be possible that the energy interaction between the two systems or between the system and surrounding takes place. But whenever we use the word energy interaction or energy transfer, it does mean that it definitely crosses the system boundary. Now energy transfer of a particular system is taking place by three modes. Energy transfer takes place in the form of three modes, and these three modes are nothing but, one is your heat, other one is your mass, and the next one is your work. Now, अब heat transfer, if we talk about the heat transfer, mass transfer and work transfer, this is the mode of energy interaction between the system and surrounding. अब heat transfer. Heat transfer is nothing but it is the energy transfer by virtue of the temperature difference. Wherever there is a temperature difference between the system and surrounding or between two systems, then definitely the heat transfer will take place. Energy transfer takes place. That energy transfer is basically known as heat transfer. So every system, in every system, if temperature, there is a temperature difference, if it is a temperature difference, then energy transfer is basically nothing but it is your known as heat. Okay, wherever there is a temperature difference between the system and surrounding or between the systems, then whatever with the energy is being transferred due to this temperature difference is always known as heat. Now this heat transfer is basically of three types. This heat transfer is basically of three types. One is your conduction, second one is your convection, and the third one is your radiation. Means what is heat transfer? Heat transfer is nothing but it is the energy transfer due to temperature difference. And this heat transfer is again of three types. One is conduction, other one is convection, and the next one is your radiation. So in detail about the conduction, convection, radiation, we will study in the course of heat and mass transfer. But here you just remember that these three, that is conduction, convection and radiation, is nothing but it is the mode of heat transfer, and heat transfer takes place by virtue of only temperature difference. Means whenever there is a temperature difference takes place, then definitely heat transfer will take place between the system and surrounding, and this heat transfer is nothing but it is conduction, convection and radiation. Next one is your mass transfer. What is mass transfer? So before going to mass transfer, I would like to first explain what is the energy of a particular system. So first we define the energy of a system, and then we will discuss the energy transfer takes place with the help of mass transfer. So now take us what is the energy of a system. Okay, now energy of a system. If we consider a particular system, then the energy of a system is basically being classified into two parts. One is the microscopic approach and other one is your macroscopic approach. What is the microscopic approach? In microscopic approach, we deal at the molecular level. We deal at the molecular level. We know that each and every system is basically form of different types of the molecules. Is it okay? Every system, if we are dealing with suppose biology, then this molecule is nothing but it is known as your cells. If we are dealing with physics, then they are known as your particles. If we are dealing in chemistry, then these molecules are nothing but it is known as an atom. So similarly, the tiny small particle is known as your molecular level, and the energy of each and every molecule is being considered while we analyze the microscopic energy. Means this microscopic energy at the molecular level is classified as internal energy of a system. Internal energy. So at the molecular level, the microscopic energy, microscopic approach says that this energy is known as the internal energy of a system. Okay. In microscopic approach also, if we have to calculate the value of this energy, suppose this is system, and at the molecular level we have to find out the energy. Means this is your internal energy, and suppose we represent this internal energy by capital U, then what will happen? To find the value of capital U, that is the internal energy of every particle, we have to enter into the system and then analyze the energy of a system. Means in other word, we can say that our reference frame is system itself. Means we have to go inside the system and then check each and every molecule so that we can find out the internal energy of every particles, and they all constitute the total internal energy of a system. At the molecular level, we have to find out the energy with the help of reference frame within the system itself. The second approach is your macroscopic approach. So what is the macroscopic approach? The second one is your macroscopic approach. Macroscopic approach is the energy of a system in which we cannot go up to the molecular level, and we say that the system as a whole we will consider, and all the energy will be considered as the energy of a system. Not we go to the molecular level. Like your kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is nothing but it is half mv square. What is half mv square? M is the mass of the system and v is its velocity. We never go that each and every particle has this much of mass and this is the velocity of every particle. We consider mass of the system. In the same fashion, if suppose we raise a system at a particular height, suppose we raise the system at a height h, then what is the energy here? Obviously it is mgh, that is the potential energy. This mass, what is this mass? This is the mass of the system. Mass of system. We never say that it is the mass of, if system constituted with the so many particles, but then we never analyze the mass of each and every particle, ki how much it has been raised and what should be the energy of this one. We always find the system as a whole mass, and then the total energy, potential energy of the system is mgh. Means we consider the system as a whole, we not go up to the molecular level. So that approach is basically known as macroscopic approach. So there are two types of the approach. One is Microscopic, microscopic, this microscopic approach is at the molecular level, at molecular level, okay, and the other one is your macroscopic, and this macroscopic approach is nothing but it is your system as a whole. System whole means we consider the whole system. So every energy of a system is bifurcated into two parts: microscopic, that is the molecular level, which is known as your internal energy. Macroscopic approach, in which we consider the system as a whole, means the entire system energy is being considered. This microscopic energy has different types of energy, like your kinetic energy, your potential energy, your rotational energy, vibrational energy, then eddies, electrical energy. Different types of the energy is being considered into the macroscopic approach, and once we check all these energies, then the value of all the different other parts of the energies is very less as compared to the kinetic energy and potential energy. So we neglect all other form of the energy as compared to kinetic and potential energy. So at the macroscopic level, we consider only kinetic energy and potential energy of the system, while at the microscopic level we consider the internal energy of a system, which इसको हम लोग will represent by capital U. So capital U is nothing but it is the microscopic energy of a system, and kinetic energy and potential energy is the macroscopic energy of a system. So if we say कि what is the energy of a system, तो energy of a system, energy of a system is nothing but it is the summation of microscopic energy, that is your kinetic internal energy, then your kinetic energy plus potential energy. We are neglecting the rest of the energy. This kinetic and potential energy, this is nothing but it is your macroscopic energy. This is macroscopic. This internal energy is nothing but it is microscopic. This is microscopic. This is macroscopic. This microscopic and macroscopic basically constitute the energy of a system. So every system has three types of energy, that is internal energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. So always keep it in your mind that every system possesses three types of energy, that is kinetic energy, potential energy and internal energy, while the energy transfer is of different three types, that is heat transfer, work transfer and mass transfer. And again heat transfer is of three types, that is conduction, convection, radiation. So that's a very important thing, energy transfer. So please always remember this, energy transfer. If we are using the word energy transfer, what does it mean? It means that we crosses the system boundary. Energy transfer, this is of three types: heat, work and mass. Energy of a system, again three types, that is internal energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. I have already told you that heat transfer is nothing but it is by virtue of temperature difference. This heat transfer is again of three types, that is conduction, convection and radiation. So heat transfer is of three types: conduction, convection, radiation. Energy transfer of three types, that is heat, work and mass. Energy of a system is three types, that is internal energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. So please keep it in your mind the difference of all these, because at least 2 and 3 times this have been asked in GATE exam. So you have to remember कि what is energy transfer and what is the energy of a system. Energy transfer, heat, work, mass. Energy of a system is microscopic and macroscopic, that is internal energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. And again heat transfer is of three types, that is the conduction, convection and radiation. So as I have already explained, the heat transfer by virtue of temperature difference, that is the heat, energy transfer by virtue of temperature difference, that is heat. Now the energy transfer due to mass. Energy transfer due to mass. Mass transfer, energy. Since mass is itself a system, suppose if we are taking a turbine and water is flowing through the turbine, then what will happen? Definitely the water constitutes with small particles, and every particle possesses some energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. They have their internal energy, means they have different types of energies. So every particle has the energy. So if we consider the mass, water as a whole mass, then it possesses different types of energy. So we can say, in other words, that mass is itself a system, and we have already explained that every system possesses some types of energy. So whenever there is a mass transfer takes place, then energy will automatically transferred. So wherever energy transfer takes place, wherever mass transfer takes place, then energy transfer will definitely takes place. The next one is your work transfer. Since we have told you that energy transfer is of three types, one is your heat transfer, then mass transfer, and the last one is your work transfer. Heat transfer due to temperature difference. Mass transfer, since mass is itself a system and system possesses three types of energy, so wherever there is a mass transfer, energy transfer takes place. So work transfer, apart from these two, whatever be the type of energy transfer is taking place, we have considered it as a work transfer.